Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Baby Code Free IELTS classes. I'm Thanu Virmani, an IDP certified trainer and a TEFL TESOL certified trainer. So I'm back with my writing module and the live session number 5. And the topic of our live session today is writing task 2. What is writing task 2? What we cover in writing task 2 for both academic as well as the general candidates. Task 2 is essay writing. You have to write an essay. Now, students are advised or asked that you have to write a formal essay of at least 250 words. Speaking is informal, writing is formal. You have to write a formal essay for at least 150 words. You can extend your word limit also. There is no, I would say that, yes, you are bound to write only this much. No, at least 150, not less than that. There is no upper limit set, but yes, lower limit is. Now, writing task 2 is same for both academic as well as general candidates. Just give me. Okay. So what we have to do here is that you are about to write an essay. It's same for academic as well as for the general candidates that you have to write an essay for 250 words. You are supposed to write at least 4 to 5 paragraphs here. And the word limit, as I've already told you, 250 words. But what is the time duration? The time duration is 40 minutes. You have to complete this writing task 2 in 40 minutes. Now, students should remember that task 2 holds about 66% of the writing task score. So it is important that you prepare for it. And it is similar for both academic and the general training candidates with regards to the type of question and the scoring also. But topics will be like for general candidates, it is slightly easier than the academic one, right? So I hope you got an idea that writing task 2 is same for both general and academic candidates. It is an essay writing. You have to write an essay within 40 minutes and the word limit is 250 words. So it is advisable that you have to write at least 4 to 5 paragraphs. Now, how your writing 2 is assessed? Your writing task 2 is assessed on the basis of 4 criteria. There are 4 marking parameters which are followed. First one is task response. Second is lexical resources. Third one is coherence and cohesion. And the fourth one is grammatical range and accuracy. So you will be assessed, or I would say your writing will be assessed on the basis of these 4 parameters. So you have to keep in mind once you start writing your answer. Let's have a closer look at all the 4 criteria. First one, which says task response. Now, what is task response? Task response means that this criteria keeps a check on your writing, that is your writing relevant. That means the relevance of your answer is relevant to the topic or not, or you have written something off the topic or any irrelevant ideas. For example, question says everyone should adopt a vegetarian diet because eating meat can cause serious health problems. Now, the question says you have to start having a vegetarian diet. Why so? Because if you eat meat, you can have some serious problems related to your health. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So, this question demands you or ask you to extend, to tell you that how much you can agree or disagree, right? Now, suppose if answer is about health problem caused because of leading a sedentary lifestyle, then task response goes for a toss, right? For task response, your answer should revolve around the health problems caused because of eating meat. If you agree with this statement, then your answer should be, that means the problems which you're going to write here, that problems should be because of eating meat, because the question itself says that health problems are caused due to eating of meat. So if you want to score well in task response, you have to read your question very carefully and then start answering or planning for it, right? Second one is lexical resources. Now, this criteria, this marking parameter checks your vocabulary. How vocabulary, or what type of vocabulary you're using? Are you using the common one, the basic one, or something different? Yes. So lexical resources, it checks your vocabulary. For example, the question says everyone, the same question which I was just explaining you. So you can use complex words like some kind of good vocabulary in this, right? Now, the very first statement says there are a number of reasons why we should turn vegan and stop eating. Now see what vocabulary is here. They are talking about number of reasons why we should turn vegan and stop eating meat. So this statement is rated as normal statement. Second statement, see the difference. There are several reasons why we should turn vegan and stop eating meat. Now this is rated as average one, right? Third statement, there are plethora of reasons why we should turn vegan and stop eating meat. Now, this statement is good in terms of lexical resources. Now, you can see the vocabulary which are used in all three statements. First is number of reasons. Second is several reasons. And the third one is plethora of reasons. So, plethora is not a basic word which is used in regular day-to-day life, I would say. It's not a very common word. So it depends on you that what kind of vocabulary you are adding in your statement, in your writing task too. The more complex vocabulary, I would say, or more basic the more uncommon vocabulary you add in your essay topic, in your statements, the more higher bands you can score in the lexical resources, right? So lexical resources, as it is one of the criteria, you have to focus that the examiner, the writing evaluator will check on your vocabulary, right? Let's see the next criteria. The next criteria says coherence and cohesion. Now, coherence and cohesion, this criteria checks at how well your essay is organized. And if you have organized well, how you're using your range of linking words, how you're connecting your words. For example, in some countries, young people are in So, in some countries, young people are encouraged to work or travel for a year between finishing high school and starting university studies. You have to discuss the advantages and disadvantages for the young people who decided to do this. Now, advantages must be explained in one paragraph and the disadvantages in the another one. If mixed up, there is no coherence. For coherence, if you want to score in coherence, you have to write first paragraph advantages and second para disadvantages so that you can score well in coherence part. But suppose if you write first para advantage and disadvantage both, and second also you write advantage and disadvantage, there is no coherence there, right? Now, second, for achieving scores in cohesion, that means your ideas must be linked logically with the linking words. So, if you are elaborating on advantages, but using on the other hand, now suppose you're talking about two advantage. A is an advantage, B is also an advantage. And you write for B on the other hand, which is also an advantage. So, cohesion is very poor here. A is an advantage, B is a disadvantage, and you write on the other hand for B, then your cohesion is accurate. So mark this thing that your coherence and cohesion has to be good. Next marking criteria says grammatical range and accuracy. Now, grammatical range and accuracy itself says grammar. They are checking your grammar range. They checks on your grammar, what kind of sentences you are using, what kind of your sentence formation is, your tenses is. So, for example, if they are talking about simple work agreement, a very simple sentence, you write education is good, then it is correct. If you write education are good, then it is incorrect. See the example for simple prepositions also. In 10 a.m., incorrect. At 10 a.m. is a correct sentence, right? We never use in, we use at. Tenses also, if government has resolved this problem, we are not in trouble now. We are not. This is incorrect tense. If government has resolved this problem, we would have not been in trouble now. This is a correct tense formation, right? So simple tenses, or I would say any kind of tense you are using, that has to be correct here. Now, how do you plan your essay? Very first thing is identify what is asked in the question. Once you identify what is asked in the question, check that do you have to write for both sides or do you have to choose a side? Do you have to provide answers to all questions? Do you have to convey only advantages or disadvantages? Or do you have to give an opinion? Once that is done, brainstorm the main points. Construct your paragraph, gather your supporting points to your central idea for each paragraph with an example also. Check your task response. Once you brainstorm your mind, you construct your paragraph, check for your task response, that the number of questions asked, did you answer it all? Were you told to choose a side and did you choose a side? Do you all your paragraph focus on the one central idea? Do these ideas have supporting points and answer also? Remember that you are not being assessed on your knowledge, but your ability to put your thoughts through an essay using that English language. Although relevancy is one of the factors you are assessed upon, but it is not the only factor, right? So do not spend much time on making the content perfect, but yes, focus on the main four criteria on the basis of which your writing is evaluated. Now, what are the types of questions? There are 5 types of questions, basic types of question that comes in your writing module. Opinion essay. First one. Now, what is an opinion essay? Opinion essay is an essay in which you have to explain the given topic based on the opinion that you have regarding the topic. So, whatever is your opinion, you are going to explain that, right? They must be giving you one statement or two statement and then you have to describe. So how do you going to plan this? Read the question properly and pick a side. Choose your opinion. Figure out why you have that opinion. Now suppose if I talk about that I'm getting agree to A or I'm getting agree to B. So why I'm getting agree to B? There must be some reason why I have chosen that side. So once I know that what is the reason behind choosing that side, those reasons are nothing but the main ideas, the main points. right? So know the reason behind your opinion and use them as main points. List out your supporting reasons with examples so that you can extend your answer. Next, look at the example. Many people say that only way to guarantee a good job is to complete a course in university education. But other people, they believe that it is better to start work after school and gain experience in the world of work. How far do you agree or disagree with the above view? So, how much you agree or disagree, you have to explain your answer, right? You have to plan your answer here. Look at some of the opinion essay questions. You can see the questions here. First question also asks you to what extent do you agree or disagree. Second is how far do you agree or disagree. Third one says do you agree or disagree. And the fourth one is to what extent do you agree or disagree. So please read all the questions. You can practice them also. Discussion essay. Now, what is discussion essay? In this type of essay, the topic along with two opposing statements are given. You are asked that you have to discuss both the opposing statements and you have to give your supporting points for all those two statements, right? Do not ever give your opinion unless it is asked, right? If it is given that you have to describe your opinion along with those 2 points, then you can. But if it is not asked, do not ever give your opinion. How you're going to plan this essay? Read the question properly, understand if there is opinion, you have to give your opinion. If you don't, think about the main ideas revolving around those two statements. If you do, think about the opinion and the main ideas linked to that opinion. That is very important. Ponder on the supporting points and example related to the main idea, right? So there will be two statements. One statement also you have to discuss. The second also, two opposing statements will be there, right? For example, see here, some people prefer to directly help or support people who need it in the local community. However, other prefers to give money to national or international charities. So there are two statements. You have to discuss both views and you have to give your opinion. So you will be discussing both two statements. One statement with the supporting points, second statement with the second supporting points, and your opinion as well. Here are some of the discussion essay questions you can read on my screen. Let's have a look at the next type of essay topic, advantage or disadvantage question. Now, in this type of question, a topic is given and you will be asked to write for and against that particular topic. You are also advised or asked to discuss the positive and negative points of that topic. However, sometimes you may be asked to state your opinion also. So, in such cases, you should create another body paragraph to explain your opinion. Do not write your opinion along with advantage or disadvantage in the para itself. Okay, make another paragraph. How to plan your advantage and disadvantages. First is read the question very properly, understand if you have got to give an opinion. That means either they are asking you to write an opinion or not. Make a list of the advantages and disadvantages that you want to write about in your essay, at least two advantage and two disadvantage. Make a list of points supporting that each advantage or disadvantage. If you're supposed to give an opinion, make sure you have reasons to support your opinion. Write advantages in one para and disadvantages in the second para. Do not combine them. For example, see the question. Some people think that youngsters should be required to do an unpaid work, helping people in the community. Are advantages of this requirement greater than the benefits of the community and individual? So you are supposed to write advantages and the disadvantages. That disadvantages are greater than the benefits or not, right? Please read below the sum of the questions for advantage and disadvantage topic. You can see the first question also talk about advantage and disadvantage. Benefits outweigh the drawbacks. That means they're asking you, what do you believe that advantages are higher, are heavier than the drawbacks or not? Right? So please read all the questions. Okay. Next one is solution essay. Now, in the solution essay, the topic will be given regarding the normal problems or the issues the people face. And you will be asked to give the solution for that because this is a problem solution essay. Sometimes the question may be also be like this, why this particular issue happened or why this particular problem happened. And you may be asked to give your opinion based on that issue, right? So how you're going to plan this essay is make a list of the problems related to the topic and give of the topic given. 2-3 problems can be taken up. So you can write about 2-3 problems. Solution to these problems should be addressed. Now, whatever problem you are writing, you will be writing the solutions concerned to that, respective to that. It's not that you can write problems in some other way and solution in different way. No. Construct your paragraph in such a way that problems are in one para and solution in the other, or paragraph consisting of a problem and a solution. That means problem and the solution to that respective problem, right? For example, people do not feel safe either at home or when they are out. What are the causes? What are the solutions? So you are supposed to write the causes why people do not feel safe at home or when they are out. You will write causes and you will write the solutions also. Please see some of the questions based on problem and solution essay. Problem and solution is also like cause and solution also, cause and effect also. Next type of essay is direct question essay. Now, direct question essay is also called as double question essay or two-part question essay. These essays are slightly difficult when compared to the other type of essay topic, as you won't be given a direct task but some general questions, and based on these questions you have to answer your essay, right? You can give different paragraphs for all general questions. Sometimes it is two, sometimes it is three also, right? So you have to answer all those two questions or three questions in your essay topic. How you're going to plan this is first read the questions given, check how many questions are there, two questions or three questions. Focus on each question separately because you have to write an answer for each question. Figure out an answer for each question separately. These answers should have a main point, supporting points to your main point, and examples, right? Recheck if all the questions are answered before you begin writing the answer. Now, what is the type of question? See the question here. The world natural resources are consumed at an ever increased rate. What are the dangers of this situation? What should we do? Now, there are two questions. What are the dangers of this situation? And the second one is, what should we do? So, you have to plan your answer. You have to provide two paragraphs for these two one, right? Sometimes there can be a situation when you have three questions. So, you will write three paragraphs, three separate paragraphs for those three questions. See the types of questions for discussion essay. Now see the first, happiness, based on happiness topic. What is happiness? How can people achieve happiness, and can money buy happiness? So you will be writing answer for these three questions. See the internet one. Is the information on the internet reliable? This is first question. What can be done to control the information? This is the second one. So you have to write two answers for this two questions. There are different topics based on which there are different questions of double question essay, or you can say two-part question essay. Now, these are the topic for writing task 2. You can practice. Once you start practicing your writing module, you can practice or refer to these topics. These all topics are there in the BB code application also, but still you can look for more examples, right? There are examples available in the BB code application. Do practice for these. So today we have covered writing task 2. What is writing task 2 in detailed manner, right? Please practice for the task 2 from the BB code application. There are lots of sample answers according to the band 7.5, 8 and 9 available there. And this is actually designed by me only, so you can check that. You can watch our live session on the YouTube and on the BB Code application. Once you watch it, please drop your comments so that I can know that yes, you are practicing from this. And if you have any query, you can drop your comment. I'll be coming up with a solution to that, right? I'll be reverting for all your queries or any doubts do you have in this. Stay tuned for my next session. I'm going to cover up a new topic, that how we can plan this writing task 2, how we can score band 8 or above in this writing task 2. Okay, so stay tuned. Bye bye for now. See you all.